What's up, Gemini? Welcome to your December 2021 general reading. This is going to be for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. But of course, it's not going to resonate with all of you guys, okay? So definitely check out your other placements. I'm really excited to talk to you guys. Before I get into your reading, I do want to say that I did do like a collective overall here's what December's bringing you video. I will put the link in the description box if you're interested. It's really good if you just want like some basic key dates for December and what those mean for you. Right now, I'll talk about how those kind of affect you personally a little bit more. But I'm really excited to talk to you guys because actually December looks like a really beautiful month, a lot of change, but in a very positive and dynamic way, especially because we are having a full moon in your sign. Okay, so starting out, we are in Sagittarius season, which is everything connected to that ninth house, right? So philosophies, our belief systems, travel, it's very much like that deeper, higher level of learning, right? So Gemini, where you guys are connected to the third house, which is all about facts, information, data, like your close interactions, siblings, neighbors, short-term travel, that kind of stuff. When we look at Sagittarius season, we're looking at kind of like the broader, bigger picture, the underlying, the kind of more abstract thoughts, right? Because we kind of dig more into philosophies and things. So thinking, but on a different level. And for you guys, this is a big push and a big emphasis on relationships, right? Because this is your seventh house. Seventh house is connected to partnerships and relationships. So December is going to bring a lot to you in terms of clarity, information on certain relationships that you have, okay? So starting out December 1st, we had Neptune going back direct, which had been retrograde since, I believe, June 25th. So with Neptune going direct, it pulls kind of the illusions out. Neptune is that very dreamy planet that's connected to Pisces, and it's easy to kind of get lost in the sauce of Neptune energy. But whenever things are direct, we kind of see things more clear. There's no filter over things. We kind of cut through the clouds, right? So this has a big impact on your relationships with a lot of people. So everyone's kind of at this place where the cute little superficial relationships, we're learning how to prioritize them more, right? Not necessarily saying that you're shutting them all out, right? Because I don't think that everyone's doing a full sweep cleaning of friendships, but it does, this time has given us a little bit more information on where we should place more of our energy in terms of our relationships. What friends do we have those real connections with? What people really show up for us and we show up for those types of things. So that happened there. Tomorrow, we're going to be having the new moon, solar eclipse, new moon in Sagittarius, which is going to bring a lot of new beginnings. Sagittarius is also about like adventure and like fun. So be open for new things coming your way. This is going to be really, really beautiful. Again, especially in terms of relationships, because that is going to be definitely highlighting some things within your seventh house. Now on the 13th of this month, Mercury goes to Capricorn and Mars goes to Sagittarius, which this is going to be your 8th house and your 7th house being lit up. So lots of communication. Actually your planet is very chatty and very active this month. So don't be surprised if you're getting little bits and pieces of information all throughout, right? That are going to benefit you in a really great way, especially pertaining to your relationships and business, because that's also something that's being highlighted this month. But Mercury moving to Capricorn, it makes us all a little bit more mature in our speech, a little bit more mindful, a little bit more just upfront and a little bit more about our business, which is really, really good. So for you guys hitting that 8th house, there may be some key things about your communication style that could be changing for the better. I think all of us are getting a little bit of an upgrade when it comes to that, which that's great. Now, Mars moving into your 7th house, there's a lot of heat around your relationships. Again, Mars is that planet of action and drive and sex and all of that. So this could even be a very like sexual, cute month for you guys in terms of that. Who else was I talking to where it's a lot about, Leo. Leo. If you guys have any Leo in your chart, maybe go watch their reading, or if you're dealing with the Leo, because astrologically, Leo has a lot of a lot of energy going to their sex life as well, okay? And then what else? We got that full moon on the 18th in your sign, which, you know, it's going to be big. It's going to be all about you, massive changes. I think it's beautiful that it's happening for you right before the year starts, right? The new year starts. So this will be a really good, expansive time for you guys. And then also Jupiter's going to Pisces, which is going to be hitting your 10th house. Great for career, great for your public image, great for promotions, great for being seen, great for going viral, those types of big things. You know, Jupiter is that planet of expansion, you know, that planet of luck. Everything grows and becomes bigger when Jupiter is involved. And for you guys, that's a lot of energy going towards supporting your career and your finances and all of that. So look, honey, take advantage. This is a cute month for you. Now, unseen energy, you guys have the Five of Cups here. I do think, going back to what I said about Neptune going direct, also all this energy being in your 7th house, there is a lot that's being shown to you about relationships. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be your romantic relationships, but even I feel like there's a lot going on within your platonic relationships and just like your friendship structures. So for some of you guys, there may be some type of a relationship, whether it's friends, cousins, romance, whatever, that could be getting cut out or be going through a little bit of friction. Again, there's a little bit more of a magnifying glass on it this month. And it could bring feelings of guilt. It could bring feelings of feeling sad, wishing things that were different in the past type thing. So I want you to be mindful of this. Also, which I forgot to tell you guys, Venus is going retrograde. So Venus will be retrograde from December 19th to January 29th, which in terms of exes coming back and wanting a second chance, Mercury retrograde don't have shit on a Venus retrograde when it comes to that, because like if it's a case of exes coming back, they come back way stronger, way more aggressive, way more vicious, like way more about that about that line. So this actually could be not even you. This could be someone in the past. This could also be you trying to get something else, or get something from an ex to maybe start over, or maybe you've been thinking about an ex a lot lately, but I don't know. I don't feel that for the most part, but it's definitely a possibility. This is a general reading. So yes, just be mindful of that. I do feel like there's a lot of shifts going on in your personal relationships. I also feel like there could be a chance of an ex coming back. Someone could be missing you, or you could be missing someone. I think that's what the Five of Cups is for, but actually it's a great month. I don't feel like this is something that's going to affect you or mess with you all month long. Okay. Now you've got the Three of Cups and the Hierophant, which is showing up first. I'd love to see the Three of Cups here. This is about happiness. This is about joy. This is about celebrating stuff, you know, weddings, I don't know, graduations, birthdays, whatever it may be. But I love Three of Cups energy, and it makes total sense because Mercury is so active this month. You guys are going to be very chatty, you know, lots of hanging out with friends, lots of, you know, holiday type things. Make sure that you don't get too burnt out, because it's easy to just be on the go this month and be doing so much, because I do feel like there is somewhat of a spotlight on you this month, Gemini. So don't be surprised about that. Like I said, this time brings us, you know, a huge emphasis on our relationships and where we feel like we belong. Now, Hierophant card is connected to Taurus energy, but essentially it's all about tribe, where you belong, your community. It also has a strong tie to spirituality, which 9th house being in that Sagittarius season, very much connected to that. So maybe you guys are even changing your views on certain things. Maybe you're a Gemini who was brought up spiritual and you're going more religious. Maybe you're brought up more religious and you're going spiritual, but there's things that could be changing with that. I do feel like there's a lot of coming together this month. I do feel like there's lots of cause to celebrate. You guys might be even going to a wedding this month that might be significant, or any type of a celebration where you're able to meet new people. I think there's a high chance of you guys meeting new people, maybe even someone who's significant at this time. Ooh, Magician energy. So Magician energy for me is Gemini or Virgo energy, right? Because it's connected to that Mercury energy. So yeah, I just feel like you guys are going to be very busy. I think there's a lot that can come to you right at this time. There may be some type of event that is significant to you, especially in terms of meeting someone. I think that, it's just going to be a really busy social time for the most part. And I do feel like this does kind of show advancement or the ability to advance, especially in work. Like I said, it's going to be getting lit up and it's going to be a really good thing for you. So I do feel like this is you coming closer this month to your goals. Now, in the past, you have 4 of Swords and 5 of Pentacles. 4 of Swords is an energy of needing to chill. It's an energy of needing to rest. It usually follows some type of a heartbreak or a disappointment, right? With the 3 of Swords. So you guys might have been laying low for like literally Scorpio season. That might have been a season where you're laying a little bit low. Maybe some of you guys are feeling a little lonely, feeling a little left out. Like I said, this can have to do with relationships that have ended, or this could kind of signify that maybe you guys have been having some financial things. Maybe this has been a time that you've been trying to kind of lay low and kind of stack your bread again for the holidays or just in general. I do see that maybe there's an emphasis on trying to save for family. Maybe there's some things that you have coming up that you are trying to make sure that you are in a place that you can take care of, okay? Now, what I love to see is in the near future, you've got that 6 of Wands. So like I said, this month is really, there's a huge spotlight on you, Gemini, especially around your full moon that's happening. Now, like I said, your ruling planet is very, very active this month. So there's a lot of messages and new information that could be coming to you at this time, which is really cool. I think a lot of you guys are also going to be very, very, very busy. You've got King of Cups. Okay, this fell out along with the Temperance that fell out. If you guys are connected to a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, this might be... Uh-oh, sorry, I'm trying to pick these up. This might be talking about as an important time in your relationship, maybe a point of elevation. You know, 6 of Wands is a victory, is about being seen, is about being popular. It is about kind of triumph and all of that. So, you know, this could be a time where maybe you guys are even trying to take things to the next level. Do make sure you're not rushing into anything. I think this is kind of talking about that Venus retrograde too. Venus retrograde could just make things a lot confusing. So let's say if you've been dealing with someone, it's easy when a Venus is retrograde to feel like things have like all of a sudden come to a halt or some kind of standstill or like all of a sudden stagnant. It's also easy for communication to kind of go out the door. I feel like for the most part, like those of you guys who are already involved in a relationship, make sure you're being patient with one another. Temperance card, it's connected to Sagittarius energy, but there's a lot to say about patience, making things flow, finding alchemy. There might be a level of having to learn each other again. There's a victory here though. I feel like this may just be a slight bump in the road. So if you've been feeling a little bit, I don't know, like things in your relationship are a little bit stagnant, or maybe you don't really know where your person stands, or you don't really know where you're going, don't worry. I think it's just about finding the flow. Venus will be retrograde till the 29th. I do feel like this will be fine. It just might be a slight bump in the road. Don't get frustrated, right? Be patient. You guys are being guided, definitely. So that's really, really good. Now, what's important to keep in mind this month is how you feel, right? You've got the 9 of Cups here. So 9 of Cups is about feeling satisfaction independent of anything or anybody or whatever, right? It doesn't matter what the circumstances are. It's a kind of conditional happiness and a conditional joy. Also make sure that you're just making sure that you're not overindulging in anything. You know, we see 9 of Cups. This can talk about overindulging, especially in alcohol. Holiday season, it's easy to do that, especially if you are going out to a bunch of holiday parties, or even if you are the completely kind of opposite Gemini, who maybe you don't have people to be with around the holidays, and we can easily drink our feelings with that too. Ooh, 2 of Cups. For you single Geminis, this is a very, very interesting time, good time for you in terms of making possible connections. Like I said, you are going to be actually very active. You're going to be very busy. You've got the 3 of Cups here, being very social, going out, making connections. 6 of Wands here, being seen, people noticing you. You single Geminis, this is a time where you could really find some connection, right? And again, you know, you've got your 7th house being lit up all month. So that's really, really good. Now, what I would say with the Venus retrograde, don't jump into a relationship, right? But this is a really good time if you are getting to know someone, taking it slow, finding the connection. There's definite union here. There's definitely some sense of like a reciprocity here. So that's really, really good. If you're already currently in a relationship, this could just be talking about you guys kind of overcoming some things and like reconnecting, especially after this Temperance card that came out, right? This could be about kind of finding the flow, finding the alchemy, and things being all good. Right now, Four of Cups here. Again, there are going to be some things that show you this month, and even things that could have started to show you last month, where you belong, who is really a part of your tribe, who, you know, what relationships do you want to really spend the time and energy on, and what relationships do you, I don't want to say throw away, but you know what I'm saying. It's prioritizing for you. This month has really showed you, or will really show you, where you feel you fit and where you feel loved and all those types of things. It's the Star. There's a lot of healing that can come from this month. So also going back to, if you are one of those people where maybe some things have ended, there is healing that comes from it. The Star is all about hope and healing. It is, you know, it's very interesting because the Star is like the major to the Nine of Cups minor, right? Both cards talk about wish fulfillment, right? And even the Star is somewhat a major to the Six of Wands as a minor, right? Because both cards talk about being seen. So it feels like this month you honestly get what you want. There are some things that do have to die out. There are some relationships that do have to completely run its course. There may be some things that are seemingly leaving that it really actually opens up space for new things, but just be open for it. Again, business, work, as far as you guys being the boss, this is really good. There's really good chances of promotion and expansion. Jupiter being in Pisces is going to be really, really big for you guys, especially in terms of your career. Or let's say if you are like a social media person, or if you are, you know, you have your own business or whatever, it's going to be really cute. Now, two of these oracle cards fell out. I took both. It says, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. With the owl. Love that, right? And then you've also got, the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender, the outcome is the moment. Wait, hold on. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender, the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. I know that's right. Read it again. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender, the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. So very much a time about attracting, not chasing, surrendering. You know, with this solar eclipse that's happening tomorrow, you know, eclipses in general, you don't try to rule them. You don't try to direct them. They do their thing and you let them guide you to where you need to be. So understand that anything that's kind of eclipsing out of your life, it's meant. And find a way to be okay with that and heal from that. You guys will, even if it's a relationship or something that you thought would never end or would never be this way, it's all for the better. Trust me. Okay, so you've also got attracting, not chasing. It says anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. I know that's right. And then you've also got playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit and of fun to shine. Remember I said there may be some of you guys who are already currently in a relationship, right? Especially if it's a water sign. This may water sign or Sag, but I'm feeling water. Water or fire is what I would say. It feels very watery though. This is a really good time for kind of reigniting things. It's going to be kind of hot. Your seventh house is lit up, so take advantage of that energy, okay? I hope this was helpful. If you guys would like a personal reading, you can reach out to me at she'svibeytarot@gmail.com. Other than that, I will talk to you later, okay? I love you guys. Bye.